Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have the event for Monster Jam sign-up series number 228. So for this sign-up series, I ended up getting a total of 62 sign-ups, which is an improvement from series 227 where we only got 54. So there are 8 more trucks in this one than there was in the previous sign-up series. So without further ado, let's take a look at all of the races up close. So we're going to be kicking things off here in round number 1 with the Series 38 Dragon taking on the Overcast Toro Loco, and then we're going to head on down here. So as always, if you guys don't know what truck you are in, then make sure to check either the description below or the pinned comment below, because in both of those places I have the entire list with the whole field of trucks, so that way you guys can see what truck you are in for this event. And then very quickly, I also wanted to say that if for whatever reason you guys think I sound a little bit different, it's because I got something going on right now. Not sure if it's a cold or allergies or what it is, but a little bit stuffed up at the moment. So if I sound any different, that is why. But round number 1 is going to end off with the Overcharged Gravedigger taking on Monster Mutt Golden. So those are all the races here in round number 1. Now, a little off topic, I did just want to point out, you guys have probably noticed all of the carded trucks here that I have around my trucks. There are so many trucks that I have right now to make unboxing videos on. It's kind of crazy. I finally finished Series 40 the other day. You guys can probably see that. And then I have the Series 3 of the Marvel doubles and singles. Still only 2 trucks at the moment from Series 39, Bad News and Son of a Digger. I have the Mud Blasters trucks down there. Just the other day, I finally found Series 6 of the race car pack trucks. So a lot of unboxing and review videos coming soon. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And then all of these trucks that you guys just saw will hopefully be making their debut in probably either Series 229 or 230. Whenever I finally get around to making unboxing videos on that. But anyways, guys, sorry for the little tangent there. I just wanted to point that out because you guys probably noticed them in this entire intro so far. But anyways, guys, like I said, 62 trucks, so we will have a fast loser in round number 1 because it will go down to 31. But round number 1 is the one and only time in this event that we will have a fast loser, because 32 will evenly go down all the way to the championship race. So yeah, and without further ado, we're going to kick things off with the Series 38 Dragon taking on the Overcast Toro Loco. So round number 1 is underway. And they did not hit me, they almost did, and the first winner here today is going to be the Series 38 Dragon. Next up, we have Thor from Series 1 of the Marvel singles taking on the BKT Earthshaker. And, oh wow, what a finish right there. Thor ends up on top of Earthshaker, and that is really, really close. I'm trying to position myself here so I can give you guys the best view of the finish of this race, and I think it's Thor. I mean, that tire right there looks to me like it's just barely sticking out ahead of Earthshaker. Oh, let me take a look from the side angle. I don't know, because from the side angle it looks like almost tied. Not really exactly sure what we should do here. I'm thinking maybe a rerun, but man, that aerial view kind of does look like Thor. I think we're going to do a best 2 out of 3. So to be completely honest, I feel like that's probably the fairest thing to do, is a best 2 out of 3, because from the side angle they look dead even, but from the aerial view it did look like Thor. So we're going to do a best 2 out of 3 right now. It is currently 1-0 Thor, so we have switched up the lanes, and let's see who's going to win race number 2. And either way, it is going to be Thor taking the win over the BKT Earthshaker. Next up, we have the Inverse Gravedigger taking on the Series 35 Son of a Digger. And no surprise there, the Inverse Gravedigger will take the win. Next up, we have the Series 38 Black Pearl taking on the 2024 Fire Gravedigger. And a very close race all the way to the end. I think it's Fire Gravedigger. And as you guys can see here from the aerial view, Gravedigger will definitely get the win over Black Pearl. Next up, we have the Battle of the Fantasy Trucks here. We have Catastrophe taking on Crush Cycle. And Catastrophe almost ran into the shelf, but kind of turned at the end, and that is going to give the win to Crush Cycle. Next up, we have the Ghost Crew Blue Thunder taking on Northern Nightmare from Series 4. And Ghost Crew Blue Thunder kind of hit the shelf a little bit. You guys probably saw and heard that. But either way, he is going to take the win over Northern Nightmare. Next up, we have the 2024 Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on the Ride Truck BKT. And a very close race right there, and it is going to go to the Ride Truck BKT. Next up, we have the Blue Kraken taking on the WorldFinals 20 Avenger. And Kraken rolls over, and that is going to give the win to Avenger. Next up, we have Overboard taking on the Galaxy's Pirate's Curse. And it is going to go to the Galaxy's Pirate's Curse. Next up, we have the Ice Soldier Fortune taking on the Series 38 Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And it is going to go to Monster Mutt Dalmatian. I think Ice Soldier Fortune at the very end just barely hit the shelf, but obviously Monster Mutt Dalmatian was going to win either way, so he will move on. Next up, we have the Training Truck Zombie taking on the Series 24 Gravedigger the Legend. And wow, what an interesting finish that was right there, and Zombie is going to take the win. Next up, we have the S10 Avenger taking on the Series 33 Wreckreation. And Avenger is going to take the win over Wreckreation. Next up, we have the Slicer taking on the Ghost Crew Dragon. And the Slicer goes tumbling, and that is going to give the win to the Ghost Crew Dragon. Next up, we have the Australia Tour Truck taking on the Purple 30th Anniversary Gravedigger from Series 36. And the Australia Tour Truck, I don't really know exactly what happened with him, and that's going to give the win to the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger. Next up, we have the Purple Jurassic Attack from Series 31 taking on the Overcharged Avenger. And they make contact and both roll over, and Jurassic Attack is going to take the win. Next up, we have Shaker from Series 30 of the Doubles taking on Stone Crusher. And Shaker rolls over onto his roof, and that's going to give the win to Stone Crusher. Next up, we have the Series 38 Gravedigger the Legend taking on Nightstorm. And a very close race, and it looks like Nightstorm is going to take the win. Next up, we have the Inverse Higher Education taking on the Series 32 Velociraptor. Bud Dance. And here goes the rerun. And this time it is going to go to Velociraptor. Next up, we have Bad Habit taking on the Raw Crustacean. And a very good race, and it is going to go to Bad Habit. Next up, we have the Mercury Monster Mutt from the Series 27 Doubles taking on the Ride Truck Gravedigger. And Ride Truck Gravedigger is going to take the win. What a finish. Next up, we have the Series 37 Salvager taking on the Neon Son of a Digger. And what a race right there. I think it's Son of a Digger, but let's take a look. And yes, it is. The Neon Son of a Digger will move on. Next up, we have the Ghost Crew Gravedigger from the 5-pack taking on the Black Widow Avenger. And it is going to go to the Ghost Crew Gravedigger with an upset. Next up, we have the Snowdrifters Max D taking on the Red Jester. And another close race. And it looks like it's going to go to Jester. Next up, we have Iron Man from Series 1 of the Marvel Singles taking on the Thanksgiving Turkey. And the Thanksgiving Turkey goes tumbling, and that gives the win to Iron Man. Next up, we have your defending championship truck, the Series 29 Axe, and he is taking on Black Panther from Series 2 of the Marvel Singles. And Black Panther rolled over and almost hit me, but he did not. And Axe is going to take the win as he is looking to win back-to-back events. Next up, we have Santa's Monster Sleigh taking on Rage. And a very close race, and it is going to go to Rage. Next up, we have your runner-up from Series 227, the Street Treats El Toro Loco, and he is taking on the 25th Anniversary Gravedigger from Series 34. And El Toro Loco almost rolled over. He was able to save it, but that is going to give the win to the 25th Anniversary Gravedigger. Next up, we have Thunderoris taking on the Mercury Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And Thunderoris is going to take the win, but what a race that was right there. Next up, we have the Nomad Avenger taking on the Ghost Crew Megalodon. And another good race there. I think it's Avenger, but let's take a look. From the aerial view, it definitely looks like Avenger, but let's just go straight down to make sure. And yes, it is. The Nomad Avenger will move on. Next up, we have the Training Trucks Earthshaker taking on Gravedigger the Legend from the Series 27 doubles. And it looks like it's Gravedigger the Legend, but let's take a look from the aerial view. That is awfully close. We're going to have to go straight down, and just barely, Gravedigger the Legend will take the win. Next up, we have the final race of round number 1 until the Fast Loser race, and it is going to be between the overcharged Gravedigger and Monster Mutt Golden. Bud Dance, and I don't really know if he got in the way. I'm just going to give it to Monster Mutt Golden. I don't think they hit him. And I don't know, Monster Mutt Golden takes the win. Alrighty guys, so looking back at the footage, those trucks definitely did not hit him. If anything, it would have been Monster Mutt Golden that hit him, and he still took the win anyway, so it really doesn't matter. And now it is time for the Fast Loser race. So at the moment, 31 trucks have moved on to round number 2, and this race right here will make it an even 32. And I chose these 2 trucks because I feel like these 2 probably had the best runs of the losers. There were a handful of trucks that I had in consideration, but ultimately these are the 2 that I decided, the Ghost Crew Megalodon and the Training Trucks Earthshaker, 2 chase pieces. So let's see who is going to be the Fast Loser and get the 32nd and final spot in round number 2. It is going to be the Earthshaker Training Truck. Alrighty guys, so just like that, round number 1 has officially come to a close, and now it is time for round number 2. So here's a look at all of the matchups here in round number 2. There are 32 trucks, which like I mentioned before, means that we will not need a Fast Loser for the remainder of the event, which is really, really nice. So at this point, if you lose, you are officially eliminated because there's no Fast Losers, so things are going to start to get interesting here in round number 2, and without further ado, we are going to kick things off with the Series 38 Dragon taking on Thor from Series 1 of the Marvel Singles. Alrighty guys, so round number 2 is underway. And the first win is going to go to Thor. Next up, we have a Gravedigger battle here between the Inverse Gravedigger and the 2024 Fire Gravedigger. And the Inverse Gravedigger is going to take the win. Next up, we have Crush Cycle taking on the Ghost Crew Blue Thunder. And wow, that was an interesting race. It looked like they made contact on the ramp. And yeah, they both just went tumbling, and Crush Cycle is going to take the win. Next up, we have a battle between 2 trucks from 2020. We have the Ride Truck BKT and the WorldFinals 20 Avenger. And it is a phenomenal race between 2 of the OG Spin Masters. And taking a look here from the aerial view, we're going to have to go straight down. And it looks like Avenger is going to take the win. Next up, we have the Galaxy's Pirate's Curse taking on the Series 38 Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And they make contact, and the Galaxy's Pirate's Curse is going to block him for the win. Now, you want to talk about an OG Spin Master battle right here. We have 2 trucks, not only from 2019, but they're actually both from Series 7. We have the Training Truck Zombie taking on the S10 Avenger. And what a finish right there. I think Avenger got him. Taking a look here from the aerial view, yes, he definitely did. Avenger is going to take the win over Zombie. Next up, we have the Ghost Crew Dragon taking on the purple 30th Anniversary Gravedigger from Series 36. And what a race right there, and Dragon is going to block the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger to take the win. Next up, we have the purple Jurassic Attack from Series 31 taking on Stone Crusher. And another block, and purple Jurassic Attack is going to defeat Stone Crusher. Next up, we have Nightstorm taking on the Series 32 Velociraptor. And wow, what a race right there. That is one of the best races of the night. And it looks like Velociraptor is going to take the win over Nightstorm. Next up, we have Bad Habit taking on the Ride Truck Gravedigger. And oh my god, another great race down to the end. And once again, going to the aerial view, And these two guys might be dead even. The left tire right there of Gravedigger, and then Bad Habits 2 tires. I mean, if you go straight across, I think that's a tie. We're going to have to do a rerun. Alrighty, guys. So we have switched up the lanes, and here goes the rerun. And this time, it is going to go to the Ride Truck Gravedigger. Next up, we have the Neon Son of a Digger taking on the Ghost Crew Gravedigger from the 5-pack. And what a race. The Ghost Crew Gravedigger caught up to him, but Son of a Digger was able to block him, and he will take the win. Next up, we have the Red Jester taking on Iron Man from Series 1 of the Marvel Singles. And Iron Man is going to take the win over Jester. Next up, we have a Team Scream battle here with the Series 29 Axe and Rage. And it is going to go to Rage, and Axe will not win back-to-back. Next up, we have a battle between two very fast trucks. We have the 25th Anniversary Gravedigger from Series 34 taking on Thunderoris. And Thunderoris is going to take the win with a block. Next up, we have the Nomad Avenger taking on Gravedigger the Legend from the Series 27 doubles. And okay, that sure was an interesting race. Nomad Avenger will take the win. Next up, we have the final race of round number 2, and we have a gold battle here between Monster Mutt Golden and the Training Trucks Earthshaker. And what a race right there, and Earthshaker is going to take the win over Monster Mutt Golden. And now it is time for round number 3. There are 16 trucks remaining, and here is a great look at all of the matchups. So as I've said multiple times, no more fast losers in this event. 16 will go down to 8, which is the quarterfinals, and when we get to the quarterfinals, that is when I will go over the field of trucks. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Thor from Series 1 of the Marvel Singles taking on the Inverse Gravedigger. So round number 3 is underway. And Thor is going to take the win over the Inverse Gravedigger with a block. Next up, we have Crush Cycle taking on the WorldFinals 20 Avenger. And Avenger did not hit me, and that is a really close race. We're going to have to take a look here from the aerial view. Oh man, that is close. Let's go straight down. And it looks like just barely Crush Cycle is going to take the win over Avenger. Next up, we have the Galaxy's Pirate's Curse taking on the S10 Avenger. And they both go tumbling and almost hit me again. And from the side angle right here, you guys can tell that Pirate's Curse is definitely going to take the win over Avenger. Next up, we have the Ghost Crew Dragon taking on the Series 31 Purple Jurassic Attack. And the Ghost Crew Dragon will take the win. Next up, we have the Series 32 Velociraptor taking on the Ride Truck Gravedigger. And Velociraptor goes tumbling, and that gives the win to the Ride Truck Gravedigger. Next up, we have the Neon Son of a Digger taking on Iron Man from Series 1 of the Marvel Singles. And Son of a Digger rolls over, and that gives the win to Iron Man. Next up, we have Rage taking on Thunderoris. And what a race right there, and Rage is going to take the win. Next up, we have the final race of round number 3, and it is a battle between two 2019 trucks. We have the Nomad Avenger taking on the Training Trucks Earthshaker. And what a race. I think Avenger got him. Let's take a look here, and we're going to go straight down just to make sure. And it is the Nomad Avenger. What a race. Alrighty, guys. So just like that, we are down to the quarterfinals of Monster Jam Sign-Up Series number 228. So let's go over the field of trucks. Inside of Thor from Series 1 of the Marvel Singles, we have Rosvelth Reyes. Sorry about name pronunciation with that one. Inside of Crush Cycle, we have the Cameron 9785. Inside of the Galaxy's Pirates Curse, we have FLCS Gamer Cat. Inside of the Ghost Crew Dragon, we have Monster Jam Fanatic. Inside of the Ride Truck Gravedigger, we have Monster Jam Collector Racing. Inside of Iron Man from Series 1 of the Marvel Singles, we have Mitchell the Gonamator. Inside of Rage, we have Sunset Hamlin. And inside of the Nomad Avenger, we have Mr. Blakester. So that is the field of trucks here for the quarterfinals of Sign-Up Series 228. And then when we get down to the semifinals, I will go over the field of trucks again. And then that is when I will go over how many wins each truck and driver has. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Thor taking on Crush Cycle. So who is going to be the first person to move on to the semifinals? It is going to be Thor. What a save there from Crush Cycle, but it doesn't matter. Thor is moving on to the semifinal. Next up, we have the Galaxy's Pirates Curse taking on the Ghost Crew Dragon. And Dragon goes tumbling, and Pirates Curse is going to take the win. Next up, we have the Ride Truck Gravedigger taking on Iron Man from Series 1 of the Marvel Singles. And what a race right there. I think Iron Man took it. And yes, he most definitely did. Iron Man takes the win. What a race that was right there. Next up, we have a Team Scream battle here to close out the quarterfinals. And it is between Rage and the Nomad Avenger. And oh my god, what a race right there. And I think we got to look at this very closely. I want to say by the smallest of margins, Rage got the win. I mean, the very tip of that tire, it looks to me like that's sticking out. I'm not sure what you guys think. This is definitely controversial for sure. I mean, it looks like Rage to me. I know that's going to be, like I said, a little bit controversial, but I'm going to have to give the win to Rage. I mean, once again, the tire, I feel like that's ahead. Rage takes the win. And now we are down to the semifinals of Monster Jam Sign-Up Series number 228. So without further ado, let's go over the field of trucks. Inside of Thor from Series 1 of the Marvel Singles, we have Rosfelth Reyes. Inside of the Galaxy's Pirates Curse, we have FLCS Gamer Cat. Inside of Iron Man from Series 1 of the Marvel Singles, we have Mitchell the Gonamator. And inside of Rage, we have Sunset Hamlin. So as far as the wins for all of these trucks and drivers, first things first, none of these four drivers have ever won before, so we're going to have a new champion in that regard. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Rosfelth Reyes in Thor is actually making his debut, because I do not recognize that name for ever signing up for my sign-up series in the past. So that would be pretty cool to see somebody win in their debut. But as for the trucks, 3 of these trucks are also looking for their first ever wins: Pirates Curse, Rage, and Iron Man. But Thor is a one-time championship truck, and he won just 2 sign-up series ago in sign-up series 226. And what's crazy is that in sign-up series 227, he lost in round number 1. But now here we are in just the next sign-up series after that, and he is in the semifinals again, looking to win his second event in the span of just 3 events. That would be pretty crazy if that were to happen. So really the only other notable thing here is that we have 2 Marvel trucks from Series 1 of the singles with Thor and Iron Man. So that is pretty crazy. There is a chance that we could have a Marvel versus Marvel championship race. And boy, oh boy, would that be interesting. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Thor taking on the Galaxy's Pirates Curse. So who is going to go to the championship race? Will it be Rosfelth Reyes in Thor or FLCS Gamer Cat in the Galaxy's Pirates Curse? It is going to be the Galaxy's Pirates Curse. So unfortunately, we are not going to have a Marvel versus Marvel championship race. Thor has been eliminated in the semifinals. And man, oh man, that truck was so close to winning its second event in the span of just 3. This Thor truck is definitely one of the fastest trucks on my channel at the moment, but I am so sorry to Rosfelth Reyes in Thor. You were so close here today, man. Better luck in Sign Up Series 229 to you. And FLCS Gamer Cat and the Galaxy's Pirates Curse is moving on to the championship race. So who is going to meet FLCS Gamer Cat and the Galaxy's Pirates Curse in the championship race? Is it going to be Mitchell the Gonamator in Iron Man or Sunset Hamlin in Rage? Both of these two trucks have looked so fast all night long, but only one can move on to the championship race. And that one is going to be, I believe, Iron Man. And yes, it is. I am so sorry to Sunset Hamlin in Rage. You've got to be one of the most loyal people that sign up for my sign-up series for just one truck. Every single sign-up series, Sunset Hamlin signs up for Rage every single time, and it almost finally paid off here today. You were so close, man. This truck showed a lot of speed here today, but unfortunately, you have fallen just short here in the semifinals, so better luck in sign-up series 229. I imagine you're probably going to pick Rage again, and maybe you can finally get its title in sign-up series 229. But you guys know what that means. Mitchell the Gonamator in Iron Man is moving on to the championship race. So now we are down to the championship race of Monster Jam sign-up series number 228. So inside of the Galaxy's Pirates Curse, we have FLCS Gamer Cat, and inside of Iron Man from Series 1 of the Marvel Singles, we have Mitchell the Gonamator. So both of these trucks and drivers are looking for their first ever wins on my channel, and I know that they have both been signing up for my sign-up series for quite some time, at least since I returned back in sign-up series 221, and possibly even longer than that. I just honestly can't remember because before that it was like 2 years ago. So yeah, a new champion here is going to be crowned, which is very rare nowadays that can happen with how many trucks have won on my channel, and drivers for that matter. So let's see who is going to win. The winner of Monster Jam sign-up series number 228 is going to be none other than... It is going to be FLCS Gamer Cat and the Galaxy's Pirates Curse. Congratulations, man. You have won sign-up series 228 here today. Like I said, I know that you've been signing up for my sign-up series for a long time, and just like how Sunset Hamlin is very loyal to Rage, you are very loyal to the Galaxy's trucks every single time, saying any Galaxy's truck on the sign-up videos, and in this sign-up series, I gave you Pirates Curse, and it looks like that was a good choice because you have gotten the win here today, and this is your first ever win on my channel, as I almost drop it. So congratulations, man. A very well-deserved victory here today. And man, oh man, Mitchell the Gonamator, who, like I said, also has been signing up for my sign-up series for a long time. You were so close, man. If only you didn't get blocked there in that race by Pirates Curse, you could have won, but you fell just short here today. I am so sorry, man. You were so close to finally getting your first ever win on my channel, and this Iron Man truck also looked really, really fast all night long, and has in the past too. I'm honestly surprised that it hasn't won yet on my channel, and I feel like it's probably only a matter of time until it does. But I am so sorry to Mitchell the Gonamator. Better luck next time in sign-up series 229 to you, bro. And that is basically going to do it for today's video, guys. We have crowned another sign-up series champion here today, sign-up series 228. And congratulations one last time to FLCS Gamer Cat and the Galaxy's Pirates Curse for winning here today. And like I said, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure that you guys do subscribe as the road to 20,000 subscribers continues. And then as always, make sure to leave a like on the video and post any type of a comment that you guys want to down in the comment section below. And I will see you guys next time.